it's a case of just finishing off the averages questions that we started last Friday. Not many left. We did more than what we actually left. So as you can see, we started at the very top. I'll scroll down quickly. We did the one there about the shot put area. So averages here was the median. Then we did one about the candles. The average part was the modal. Then we move down again. We're looking at the estimated mean. So we're looking at a frequency table. And then we've got the justification questions. We're looking about understanding what the word range means, consistency, and also what the word mean means and how to compare. So that was a comparison question. And we got the median price again. So we're looking at the middle value when we put them in order. What's this one? This one's looking at the modal, so the most common. Frequency table again. Then we've got that justification question, again, where we're looking at the mean and the range. So they're talking, they didn't say actually range here, they actually said what is the most consistent. So it's linking range, smaller equals more consistent because the results aren't everywhere. So therefore they are more consistent. And then we did another one here where we talked about the median and then a frequency table again. And then we did a modal, most common. And that's where we finished off on Friday. So we've got a couple more questions to go. Three questions to go. So we'll get them finished off and I'll get that recording put up. So if we look at the first question, Vicky and Kishan also work at a recruitment agency. The table shows a number of staff they've recruited so far this year. Vicky claims that on average she recruited more staff per month than Kishan. Kishan disagrees. Use the data to show that both Vicky, it's important, both are correct. So when we're saying they're both correct, it springs to mind that they're both thinking of different sorts of averages. So if we were to write them here, right, if we go range, right, that's highest, take away the lowest, and put that in equals. Mean, add all up, and divide by number of occurrences. Median, middle, when in order. And then mode, most common. So if we look at all four, they've got to be right in some respect. Okay, so let's look at the easy ones first. Let's look at the range. So we're going to put here Vicky, and we're going to put Kishan, Vicky and Kishan. So first of all, we're going to work out the range. So the range for Vicky, the highest number here is 26. So 26 minus 14. So the range here is 12. Kishan, highest number here is 29. 29, yeah, 29. And the lowest number here is 17. So 12. So it can't be the range because they're both got the same. So we know it's not the range. They're not talking about range. The mean, we'll do that in a second, but we'll do mode because that's the next easiest one and takes up less space. The most common number, 14, 25, 18, 26, 17, 24, 23. There's no, so for Vicky, there is none. There's no modal number. For Kishan, so there's 19. So there is a modal for Kishan, but we can't compare because there's no modal for Vicky. So it's not the mode. So the two they must be talking about is the mean and the median. Let me just scroll up a little bit. So we'll go median and we're going to put them in order. Right, so let's go median. If we just literally write what order they are here, we'll start with lowest. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And because it's an odd number, that's really good on this one. Odd number means we can choose the middle number, which on here is the fourth. Because we've got 1, 2, 3, then 4, then 5, 6, 7. So the middle number is the fourth one in the sequence, which is 23. So we know that Vicky's median is 23. Keishan, let's do the same for Keishan. Lowest here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And again, we can choose a fourth number, which is 20. So right now we've got a justification that Vicky has recruited more using median. So Vicky is correct using the median value. Okay. So we justified the median. Now let's look at mean. So the mean, we said up here, we've got to add them all up and divide by the number of occurrences. So non-calculator, we're going to have to add them up normally. So we're going to go 14, and I'm going to do them in a nice, if I can, 18, 26, 17, 24, and 23. Kind of went off the end of my table there, so I apologize. Right, so 4, 9, 17, 23, 30, 37. If I got that wrong, please scream. 9, 17, 23, 30, 37. That's correct. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we got 14. So 147, and we've got 7 occurrences. So 147 divided by 7. 7's into 14, goes twice. 7 into 7 goes once. So we know the median value for Vicky is 21. Let's do it for Keishan. So we've got 19, 26, 20. That's not 6, that is a 9, that is a 0, 29, 24, 19, 17. Right, okay, that's it. 9, 15, 24, 28, 33. No, 37. Hold on. 15, 24, 28, 37, 43. Okay. 44. Go. Bit rusty Monday morning. Rusty. Let's double. Let's just triple check. 15, 24, 28, 37, 44. Okay, right. Phew. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 154. 154 divided by 7. 1, 5, 4, 7. 7 into 15 goes twice with 1 left over. 7's into 14 goes twice. So we know that using the median, Keishan. So Keishan is correct when using the mean values. So they're both correct, as it says, and that's 4 marks. Did it take us 8 minutes? Probably not quite 8 minutes, but we got all 4 averages up there. We deducted the range from there because it's both the same. We deducted the mode from there because only one of the people had a model value. And so we used the other 2, and we can quite clearly see here that using the median, Vicky is higher, 23 to 20, and using the mean, Keishan is higher, 22 to 21. So both are correct, absolutely. Right, let's go. Munya. And this is back on the calculator question. So that one, non-calculator, using a bit of addition and a bit of division, nothing too major. Munya works in a care home. This table shows a number of hours 14 carers worked last week. Each carer earns £9.31 for each hour they work. Use this data to estimate the mean amount of money earned by each carer last week. So when we see that estimate the mean, we're talking again frequency table. A frequency table from and to. So in my piece of paper that I'm taking into my exam, I'm immediately writing midpoint and I'm immediately writing totals. We've got a calculator, so we can spell total. Not only can I not add up simple adding today, but I can't even spell total. Right, here we go. So the midpoint, these are quite easy, look, because there's only 2 between them. So the midpoint is 37. We don't even need to add them up and divide by 2. Same here, look, 40. Same here, 43. And same here, 46. And then if you remember, once we've got the midpoints, we multiply it by the number of occurrences. Hence why it's similar to the mean, because we're looking at number of occurrences, and eventually we've got the total number of occurrences when we've got our total. So we need a calculator for this bit. Let's get our calculator open. Should have opened it earlier, but I forgot. It should be opening any time now. Where's it at? Here it is. Okay, calculator. So we got five carers work about 37 hours, because some work 36, some work 37, some work 38. But when we're talking the mean frequency, we look at the midpoint. So we look at 5 carers worked about 37 hours. So we do 37 times by 5. 185 for that one. Then we've got 4 times 40. That's 160, so we don't need to calculate for that one. Then we've got 3 times 43, so that's 129. And then 2 times 46, 80, 92. Okay, so again, you're allowed to use a calculator for all 4. Don't think, oh gosh, because it's a times by 2 or times by 3, I don't need to use a calculator. Keep your accuracy up, use your calculator, and then double check it in your head, or vice versa. So we've got 185, add 160, add 129, add 92. Okay, so that's the total number of hours that those 14 carers did in the week. And we've got 14 of the carers, so we're going to go 566 divided by 14, and that'll give us the number of hours on average or estimated that each carer did. So we divide that number by 14. That's going to give us 40.42. I'm going to write 40.42 in there, but I'm then going to multiply it by, I'm going to keep that number in my calculator, so I'm going to multiply it by this, because that's how many hours they've worked. And it says use this data to work out the mean amount of money each carer. So if we times it by the hourly rate, so times it by £9.31, it'll tell us on our, well, how much on average they earned. So 376, I didn't see that last bit, 0.39. And the reason I didn't write all the figures out in here, times 9, 31. If it had come out as like a long crazy number after I times it by £9.31, then yeah, I would have rounded it to 2 decimal places. But we've had a bit of luck. We've times a big long number by £9.31, and it's given us a figure that has it in pounds and pence. So we're going to keep it like that, and that's 4 marks. So we use the frequency table. I mean, as you can see, we'll have a look through again at the end about how often frequency tables appear. This is questions from 4 different exams. Okay, last question, and I can see straight away we've got the median, middle one in order. The median number of residents per carer in the 8 care homes last year was 18. The table shows the number of residents per carer in the care homes this year. Number of residents per carer. Work out the percentage decrease in the median number of residents per carer in the care homes from last year to this year. 4 marks. So percentage decrease. There's that one formula that I mentioned, and it's, if we think of the word no, that's not the formula obviously, but the no is the key. N stands for new, minus old, new, so no, and then no this way, new and old. So we've got the no and the no. So new take away old, divided by old, times by 100. Is percentage increase or decrease. That's the formula we use. So think of the word no when you hear the word percentage decrease or increase, think of the word no, so you get in the right order. Obviously you've got to remember to put the minus in and the division, but having no in your head means you remember in the right order. So we've got The median number last year, old, was 18. Okay, so we've got all our digits except for one now. Work out the percentage decrease. So this is the table shows the number of residents per carer in the care home this year. Work out percentage decrease of the median number. So the median, wait a minute, right? The median number of residents per care home last year. Table shows the number of residents per care home in homes this year. Work out the percentage decrease in the median. Okay, so the median, we're looking at median. So let's put in order 13, 14, 15, so that's 13, 14, 15, 16, done, 18, 18, 19, 19. So we put them all in order. We've got 2, 4th and 5th are the middle numbers. So we're going to add 16, add 18 equals 34, divided by 2 equals 17. So we can now go 17, take away 18, divided by 18. So we're going to 17, take away 18, divided by 18, times by 100. On a calculator, to give us our percentage decrease. 17 minus 18, divided by 18, equals that, times by 100. So we've got a minus 5% decrease. So it's gone down by 5.5%. Or could we say 5.6? We could say 5.6 because it's to 2 decimal places. It would be 5.6, wouldn't it? So it's decreased by 5.5%. And that would be the end of the assessment. So what I'm going to say is we'll look at, we've done 4 exams. Median has occurred once. Well, median occurs in every exam, but for frequency tables, what I would say, the process of a frequency table is quite long, and sometimes it's only worth 3 marks. But if we get it right, because the process never changes, midpoint, total, divided total by the number of occurrences, and you've got your answer generally. So really averages are good questions to gain those marks on, not to skip. When we see a frequency table, not to panic because it's the same process. So out of the 4 exams, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means it appears on every exam. Frequency tables generally will appear in more exams than they don't. So on the 4 exams that I took questions from this one, they've appeared in every exam, and it's 4 marks. Okay, it's not just the frequency table that you're working out. You've got another little bit to work out at the end there. But generally, if you get your frequency table correct, see, that's only worth 2 marks. But it's given you everything to do, and we've worked it out, and we've said not correct. So it's not worth massive marks, but as I said, the process of doing frequency table calculations do not change. There we go. So I'm going to stop the recording and I'll stop sharing first. And that's all averages. So I'll put this on Atom and I'll send it out to all via email, but I look forward to seeing you all at my class very soon.